Hi, I'm Nikolai Warren, and this is the fourth of 5 videos where I describe an idea related to organization design that has yet to be widely adopted, but that I think would have a big positive impact if it was implemented in more organizations. Many large companies are concerned about how to develop talent and are improving their performance management and succession planning processes, or trying to more clearly define the career paths for both managerial and technical roles. Such initiatives make sense, but they may be missing one key element, which I think is more important than any particular HR tool or process. So keep watching to find out more. During the last decade or two, most large organizations have implemented systematic performance management and succession planning processes. The main purpose has been to align individual and organizational goals to facilitate further development and create a better overview of the talent base. In most cases, these processes are supported by an IT tool where personal goals are recorded and with a form that the line manager uses at the end of the year, for example, to evaluate performance. In addition to evaluating the performance in the current job, there's also a need for considering the longer-term potential of employees. I've seen several cases where this element is an add-on to the performance management process. So in practice, there will be an online form where the line manager indicates whether the employee is ready to move up one level or transfer to another role at the same level. Compared to more ad hoc or intuitive judgments, we are here talking about systematic processes where there is a real dialogue between manager and employee, and usually with clear and predictable criteria. However, I have observed that when implementing these types of processes, one sometimes spends a lot of time discussing the steps in the process, the functionality of the software tool, and the linkage to the reward or bonus program, and little time considering whether it's the right person who does the assessment of the employee. According to Elliot Jacks, who developed the Requisite Organization approach, this is a mistake. His advice was that although the line manager should evaluate the performance of the employee in the current job, he or she should not be responsible for assessing the future potential of employees. This is the essence of the 3-tier management approach that he recommended instead. I find his arguments quite compelling. One key purpose when you assess the potential of somebody is to evaluate whether a person is ready to move to the next level in the organization. But if a person is promoted to the next level, the current manager will no longer be the boss. The manager 2 levels up, who Jacks called the manager once removed, will be. So isn't it appropriate then that he or she should assess his potential future subordinate? Secondly, we are assessing here the capacity of a person to work at a higher level in the organization. Who is better able to make this judgment? Somebody 2 levels up or somebody 1 level up from the employee, i.e. the direct line manager? Usually, somebody who's 2 levels up is going to have a broader view and a better understanding of the longer-term strategic challenges facing the company and the required skills and capabilities for handling those challenges. Third, and equally important, there might be a conflict of interest here. If the direct line manager evaluates an employee positively in terms of potential, he or she might end up losing the employee. So they may actually hesitate making too positive assessments. This is in fact a key obstacle to creating real mobility in many large organizations. Line managers have a tendency to view direct reports as their resources when the employees in fact belong to the organization. So the key point here is we shouldn't only focus on the steps and criteria and IT tools in the performance management and succession planning processes. We need to pay attention to who actually carries out the evaluation of people. Only then will we be able to make fair and correct assessments of our employees. Only then will we be able to fully exploit the talent base within our organizations. Note that we are not saying here that higher level managers should start interfering with operational decisions. Higher level executives should of course empower their direct reports to make operational decisions. But Jack's point was that potential evaluation was different from other types of decisions. Nor are we saying that line managers shouldn't have an opinion. They may certainly propose candidates for promotion, but the idea of having a 3-tier structure makes the manager formally responsible for the career development and potential assessment of employees 2 levels down in the organization. Given my own experience, at least, with large organizations, this is an idea that can greatly improve the quality of the assessments being made, as well as the fairness of the process seen from the perspective of the individual employee. If you're interested in learning more about the work of Elliot Jacks, I have a chapter about requisite organization in my book, where I summarize the main principles. And you can also check out the Global Organization Design Society based in Canada. I include a link to their site below this video. I'll talk to you in a week or so when I publish the final video in this series. Cheers!